Fired thing one already. So let's see here. Hold on.
Mike was muted.
What's that?
Mike was muted.
Oh, did you unmute from there?
Yep. You're good now.
Can anyone hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Got sound now.
Good sound now. Thank you. Okay. Thing one's not fired. Maybe we should fire thing one. So, okay. So we'll keep them this time. Let's see. Good sound now. Thank you, Lance. Nancy Keener, I see you. Lisa Boots. Tony Pan, I see you. Thank you. Okay. So we start over?
You want to?
Let's start over, I guess. Since we had no audio, we'll go through it really quick. Shout outs. We had a great time at Smokeout. Yay, Miss Lisa. So we were talking about our product pick of the week. We're just going to go back to that. We talked about, wow, where'd we go? Let's go back here, thing one. Man. Okay. So, fan 5 good things. I'm just going to run through it. So, Julian, he taught his daughter how to ride a dirt bike today. That was a good one. We need future riders. Phoebe from Fort Lauderdale, her mom finished her chemo and is feeling better. That is fantastic. I met her at a dealership here in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm glad that she rode in. Frank from Albany, Georgia. I rescued a 1989 Sportster today from going to the scrapyard. We all know we love that. You have to love that. Anything that you can save, we all need saving, including our little Sportsters. So, Samuel from Lake Tahoe, my daughter's going to have a baby in April, and it's so awesome because being a grandparent is something that is out of this world. You never think you can love anyone more than your own kids, and then you have grandkids. So, Baron has me wrapped around this finger and that finger. As you'll probably see me in footage before with no audio, that's what I was saying. David in Chattanooga, he said, I went zip lining and didn't die. That's fantastic. All right. I want to do that, but the mechanical side of it scares the shit out of me. Viewer question of the week was from Valerie, Albuquerque, New Mexico. My boyfriend wants me to get my own bike because he doesn't like riding a passenger, but I'm not good enough rider yet, and I'm worried I'll wreck. What should I do? Valerie, you should definitely stop and look in the mirror and decide what it is you want to do. If you're not comfortable, tell him you're not comfortable. I don't know if you've been married for a long time, if you're just dating. Some guys prefer women that ride their own motorcycles. Some guys prefer the squish. So if you do want to ride and maybe you're a little nervous when you ride with him, it's better that you go at your own pace. Get some road time through the neighborhood, get to the point where you're confident, and get up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I'm doing this. And go out there and do it. But go at your own pace, whatever's good for you. He doesn't understand that well. Sometimes you just can't explain it. All right. So our cultural corner was about Queen Elizabeth. Okay. I was telling everybody during the time of World War II, there was a lot of shared sacrifice. Princess Elizabeth then was like many teenagers, she wanted to persuade her dad to let her join the army. She joined the army in 1945. We had some pictures here, but I think we got through them in the beginning. She worked hard. She had done her war work at the age of 14 is when she started with a broadcast to displaced children, and she tended a garden as part of the government's Dig for Victory program. She got her way with her dad, and she enlisted in the Auxiliary Territorial Service in February 1945. She trained to become a military truck driver and mechanic, the first female member of the royal family to serve in the armed forces. Elizabeth was promoted to honorary junior commander. That's the equivalent of an army sergeant or army captain after completing 5 months of training. So a lot of people don't know she rode motorcycles. She was a badass. She saved ration coupons and to make her own wedding dress in 1947. She was a real world woman. There was no doubt about it. Every year, she led a ceremony of remembrance for all the nation's fallen service personnel on the anniversary of the end of World War I. So, again, she was a badass who rode motorcycles, but she was the epitome of service, class, and grace. Our condolences to the royal family and people of her country. So, I definitely am ready for the product pick of the week. Okay, back to this. This is the good one. So, Baker Drivetrain, they have this product. It is called the N1 Shift Drum. This thing, I can't wait to get it in this Evo that I'm working on because it's my bike and I'm going to put jockey shift on it because I've been riding with a hand clutch on my shovel head and I get sometimes a little confused, step on the shifter and forget that's not my clutch. I rode jockey shift for 30 years in my defense, so 3 or 4 years on hand clutch, still a little bit much. So what it is neutral is all the way at the bottom. You don't hit neutral in the middle of a power shift from 1 to 2. If you're riding a jockey shift, everybody knows neutral to be in there, know you're there. It's safety, definitely a thing. So the reason that I love Bert and Lisa Baker is because they built this company from the ground up. Everything's American. I love their motto. So we're going to go through it real quick. And it's definitely with no compromise. We're hell bent on engineering and manufacturing ever more clever top shelf drivetrain upgrades. We're off to enable everybody that truly wants to get the most out of our American big twins in circulation. Without apology, we leverage domestic ingenuity, manufacturing, people, and riders to achieve excellence. That they do. If you go to the Baker Drivetrain website, you will find that they have everything you need. They have calculators and simulators and research info so you can do the math and get where you want to be for what you're riding. So definitely check that out. And shout out, we're going to get Bert, Lisa, someone on the show here. I know we'll get a chance. All right. So our future spotlight tonight is Gianna Salinas. Her dad is an NHRA racer, and this young girl is one to watch. Scrappers Racing is spearheaded by her father, and he's racing legend Mike Salinas, and she's part of a racing family. Her younger sister Jasmine also races, and mom runs the show. So Gianna suffered an accident due to part failure early on this year, and she's at home recovering in San Jose. Hopefully one day we'll get a chance to have her on the show too. The word is she's ready to get back into racing, and if that's fact instead of rumor, be on the lookout for sure. This young lady also has incredible mentors like Angie Smith and Karen Stouffer, who both have carved their own racing legacies. So she's around top-notch women who are going to show her the way, and that's our future. So I'm looking forward to watching her race. Okay, so the next segment, we're getting through this because our guest is here, and I'm super excited. Okay, history happens. So we went from bicycles to motorcycles, okay? And Copeland's steam cycle was the first steam engine bicycle. It was, what it was. But in 1885, the Daimler was made by Gottlieb Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach. It's widely recognized as the first motorcycle. I found it odd that Daimler's testbed needed training wheels, okay, because it didn't employ the then well understood principles of rake and trail. So I want to give a few specs, and this is because of the old motorcycles that we're going to be seeing when our guest gets here, when we bring her in. So the engine on this bike was 264 cc. Okay, it was air-cooled 4-stroke single, and it was crank start. So the born stroke on this was 2.3 inches by 3.9 inches. Top speed, 11 kilometers, which was 6.8 miles per hour. Go fast, right? The power was 0.5 horsepower, so at a half a horsepower at 600 RPM. The ignition type was a hot tube, okay? Literally a hot tube. Transmission was single speed, belt drive. That was in 1885. And the 2-speed belt primary and pinion gear final drive was in 1886. So that was the actual first motorcycle. The frame was a wood beam frame. There was no suspension. It didn't have any front brakes, and the rear brakes were shoes. So the tires are iron over wood rim with wood spokes, if you can imagine that. And again, the rake and trail was nothing, and the whole thing weighed 200 pounds dry. So that's where our crazy life started in the industrial sense. Who'd have thunk it, right? So a little bit of history for you on where motorcycles started and how we ended up here. All right, we're going to go to our community corner real quick. Excuse me. BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. Okay, BACA exists with the intent to create a safer environment for abused children. BACA is a body of bikers who empower children not to feel afraid of the world in which they live. They stand ready to lend support to our wounded friends by involving them with an established united organization. They work in conjunction with local and state officials who are already in place to protect children. BACA desires to send a clear message to all involved with an abused child that this child is part of their organization and that they are prepared to lend their physical and emotional support to them by affiliation and physical presence. They stand at the ready to shield these children from further abuse. VACA does not condone the use of violence or physical force in any manner. However, if the circumstances arise such that they are the only obstacle preventing a child from further abuse, they stand ready to be that obstacle. So if you see a VACA member out in the world, make an effort to thank them and have a conversation with them. They truly are heroes for our children who are in the worst kind of need. Who knows, you may even want to help in whatever way you can. This subject is very close to my heart. I have history. VACA actually helped a friend of mine, her 2-year-old. Long, tragic story, but these people are incredible. So any chance that you get to support them, all right? I can't wait. Now this is the good part. All right, so we're going to bring in Ms. Vicki Sanfilippo here in a minute. Ms. Vicki is currently on active duty as the medic for the cross-country chase, and it's put on by our friends Jason and Leanne Sims. Ms. Vicki is a founder and director of Accident Team Management. She's not only an icon in her world, but a hero as well. With wings, she flies around everywhere. So that's her on her FL. She's got a new one now. That's her staff badge. That's awesome. Love it. All right. And then this is a picture of her with Jason. She does the cannonball too. And her cute little braids. She's absolutely phenomenal. I love this woman to death. Can't even tell you how much. We have a lot of friends in common. Hard to find pictures of her where she's just by herself. So those are good friends. Cris is on the run with her tonight or today too, through the trip. There's a couple more good photos here. The ladies, that's the girls on the chase. Yes, familiar faces. And we love them so much. All right. And then let's see what other good pictures. That's her on her knucklehead. Let's see her on her knucklehead. That's the picture. This knucklehead is phenomenal. And she kickstarts it and goes. And then there's us on the Chicks on 66 is the next photo. All right. And then the best photo, her and Tony Pan. That's her husband. And they are awesome, awesome people. So he's out there watching. She rocks. All right. And then Accident Team Management. That is her her organization. And what they do is they help injured bikers. They teach you how to deal with an injured biker because an ambulance takes time to get there. She does courses all throughout the country. We're going to get her to tell us a little bit about it. So let's get her in here because I know I saw her there. There she is. Can we hear her? Okay, she's coming in. So let's get her in here because I know I saw her there. Hear me?
And here I am.
I love it. Look at you.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
hope
a
you can
long
hear
day.
me. Can
I
she
can
hear
hear
me
you.
on that side?
I got you.
Oh, there we go. Got it.
Can you hear
Okay.
me? Can you hear me?
Now I can't hear what she's saying though. Yeah, I can't
Are
hear
you
you,
there?
Athena.
Okay.
So yeah, Cris is gonna keep hers on so I can hear. It's just a delay. There's a delay here, so you can bleep me if I say
love
anything
it.
inappropriate.
That's awesome. So tell us about what's going on.
Oh, this is weird. That's awesome. Let me turn this off. I have to hear her.
I don't know sign language, but here.
So I'm not sure how to get my audio on. Sorry.
Give me a marker and a paper.
I'm gonna turn mine off so she can.
Oh, we lost her. It's okay. She'll be back. I'm going to do it this way. All right. There she is. Okay.
Can you hear me again?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I tried going in and back out again. I can't see that. I can't even see what you're putting up there. Let me try this. That doesn't work.
Tell us
Yeah.
what's going on.
Tell us what's going on. I can do that. That's what I'll do. Okay, so we are in Tucumcari. That's how you say it. I asked how you would say this name of this town. No, the guy inside says it's curry. But then again, I think he's Middle Eastern, so maybe that's why he wanted curry. So anyway, so we're on the chase. This is stage 4 today, and we have been riding around with 1930 to 1960 motorcycles that are doing Route 66. They started out in Springfield, Illinois, And, you know, I've been doing cannonballs and the chase and that kind of thing since 2014 because of my awesome friend, Chris Simmons, who introduced me to Lonnie Easom Jr. And they didn't have a medic on the ride. And I was like, oh, I think you need one. So that was kind of how I, you know, just invited myself. And it's such a wonderful adventure. I look forward to this every year. And Jason and Leanne Sims do a great job of putting this together. John Klassen. John puts together the route, and it is like, I'm going to show you something, okay? I want to show you, when I say the route, Cris is going to help me here. She's going to show you what this route looks like, okay? So we get instructions like this each morning, and the instructions for today were 23 pages of instructions. And it tells you where you're going, where you're starting, what time you're supposed to start. And then it tells you what direction you're supposed to go, like left, right, that kind of thing. And you follow these directions for 262 miles.
Oh shit.
And yes, you do get lost. So here's my little Vanna. Here's Vanna.
I love it.
Chris Simmons. So yeah, so we're out here enjoying another adventure together. So now her next question is, can you read that?
Wait, I gotta
So
find my
she has to, okay, what's your,
I can't even.
What's
see
the
it.
best
she's
thing
gonna look
so
at her
far?
phone because it's bigger.
What's the best thing? What's the best thing this for? Huh?
What's
so
the-
far?
That's the best
what's
thing
the best
so
thing
far?
So far, you forgot.
I
Thus
would,
far.
yeah. So I think the best thing this so far was actually, I don't know. I really liked that when we went over that old bridge that kind of went on and on. When we get into some of the old Route 66 stuff with
Right.
that was it Gus's or?
Well, you know that bridge?
Mhm.
I heard it was on the test. They asked them how many humps were on the bridge.
Oh.
How many like boom, you know what they call those humps?
Yeah, humps, I guess.
don't know, things. And what kind of bridge it was? So
Yeah, and you probably remember what the name of the
I didn't. I didn't. 'cause
river was
I'm
that
not.
went over.
I'm not studying, so I'm not.
Yeah, you know, I got to tell you that one of my favorite things really is the fact that I don't know where I'm going. I don't know
I
if that's
You
love
know where
it.
if
you're
that's
at, and well, you do know where you're going. You just don't know how you're going to get there.
yeah. I mean, I know where I'm going to land.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what the route is going to be. You know, people want to know, how are you getting there, and will you be taking this road and taking that road? I have no idea.
That's the beauty of
You
it.
know, they come up with these really awesome routes that
Mhm.
you know, it's a way to see America on the back roads. And so often we take main roads and we don't get to see all the cool things that are along the way.
Chicky knows this one because she's been on this
Yeah.
road
Oh, that's
with us,
right.
with the
Yeah.
2010 Cannonball. She was my mechanic, you know, and
That one,
And,
yeah.
even on the Chicks ride in June, they were on this road. They were on the mother road. They were on Route 66.
Yeah, so you probably stopped here.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to look and see what the next
I
question
can't see it
is.
on that one. It's too small. Sorry.
I kept it portrait size, sorry. So,
Who is your favorite rider? Oh.
oh, who is my,
Well, we have one sitting
okay.
close.
Well, just a
Sorry.
minute. Well, okay. I'll tell you who my favorite rider is. Connor.
Yeah. Connor's not even a competitor.
But he has
Yeah.
been. He has been, but you know, but
Right.
yeah, he you know, it's just like he was born on a bike or something. You know, like it's like
He's
a
not in
part of
competition,
him.
though, 'cause
You know,
he's
it's a
sweeper.
part of
He's a
him.
sweeper on a, what year is it?
But you know, since
41?
yeah,
He's riding a 41 Indian as a sweeper.
yeah,
he
and who does that?
He actually lost his chain today when we
Oh,
were leaving the Cadillac Ranch.
Oh no!
Everybody was gone. He was
Oh,
the last
no.
one holding the gate, and he's like, "Come on!"
So
He's
the sweep needed help.
like, he had to fix his chain.
Yeah.
It took him like 3 minutes. He was.
Yeah. So I mean, but really for the riders, I don't think I should say really because you know as the course medic, I'm here to fix people
really
and make
play
their
favorites.
boo-boos better,
No, you can't.
and I love them all. It's like get another question. I love them all, and
I do like the
I
girls, but
And yeah, it is pretty cool that there's some chicks riding. So
Some new girls.
Vicki Hummel and Megan and
Oh, Jody's
Rachel and Jody Perowitz. Of course, I love riding with her and taking pictures of her. So Cris is going to look at that. Next
Lots
question.
of breakdowns. Well, yeah.
That happened the first 3 days. The sweep vehicles, and there's 2 of them that can fit 8 bikes on there, and they were full.
We had
For
14
3 days.
yesterday, but I think a couple we dropped off at lunch.
Mhm.
They were able to fix them and catch up.
Yeah.
And then a couple guys went home. I think we started out with like 89 riders. I heard 75 are still in it. So we
Yeah.
did lose some along the way.
About 14, and
Couple went home.
there'll be a couple more, catastrophic failures like blowing a hole in a piston. You're probably not going to be fixing that quickly alongside the road and continuing. So we had 2 people who had those kinds of issues. And
It was a nice
so here I'm going to turn this around so you can see what's happening here. We got more bikes rolling in.
I love to see the
I know you can hear them. So
That's
we'll go over there and
fantastic.
we'll talk to them in just a minute. If that's okay with you,
Yeah.
Athena, it's your show. You want to go talk to the bikers?
Yes.
Okay. I think I saw yes. And we also have somebody who has agreed to be here and talk about his bike. So without
Good.
surprising somebody with a camera in their face. So
Like it.
we're gonna head over to the bikes. So I feel like I'm walking like an old lady.
This is
Oh
so
my.
awesome.
Yes. So we're gonna just head over to the bikes that just came in first, and then we'll be right over there to talk to you because this will probably be a little faster. So
My roving reporters. I gotta love
yeah,
this.
so we've got some gorgeous bikes here. So this is a live podcast, you guys. It's called Athena After Dark. And Athena is a motorcycle mechanic from Florida, and she does a podcast every Monday night. So she's doing something live from the chase. And if you have just a moment,
We just happen to come at the right time.
you happen to come
Where'd you
just
guys
at the
come
right
from?
time.
Where did this come from? Shop?
Yeah, we're down at this play shop.
Okay, tell them that you tell them there's a shop in town.
Yeah, we're at a nice. I don't even know the name of the guy's shop, but his name's Clay, and
What's probably Clay?
They said
Oh.
CCC.
CCM.
CCM or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
CCM, I think it was.
Okay. There's Clay.
He's been
Okay.
helping
There you go.
everybody.
So we'll show you.
How many bikes are down there? Like 8 maybe?
Yeah, there's a
So-
bunch of them down there. Yeah.
All
And
right.
they
So
come
I
and
don't know
go.
how much my phone's picking up here, but anyway, so he had 3 lifts is what I
We
heard.
had 3
And all the
lifts,
tools
and
you
they were
guys
all
needed.
full.
What did you have to do to your
Wow.
bike?
I had a blown head gasket, so I took it all apart.
Wow.
Re-annealed the copper head gasket. Put a bunch of copper coat on it. Hopefully, it's better than it was today.
Is there some major stuff going on down there or just oil
Oh,
change
yeah.
stuff?
There was a bunch of oil changes. There's, one of the guys' bag broke off. He didn't even know it until he was changing his oil. Seen that.
Oops.
There's a clutch job going on.
A lot of tires being.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I know there was somebody else that was,
This has
Hoping
been
for
the
a tire.
This has been a lot of tires. We had like 5 in one day.
but there's
Yeah.
some rough roads on Route 66. You better be ready for some rough stuff.
Well, the one tire I changed had a big screw in it,
Mm.
and the other one was just a tire being malfunction. And the other one
I don't know. Probably can't hear him when I get this far away.
blew a tube twice. When we were going through Joplin, he
Oh.
came in with a flat tire and he put a new tube in, and then it blew out. So we put a new one in him, but I think he retired
Oh,
yesterday after
Oh,
I don't know whenever I changed that tire.
where are you from?
From Beecher, Illinois.
Okay, are you
Okay.
the tire guy?
I'm the tire
The
guy.
one that
Okay.
likes to do
Okay.
tires.
I'm the tires.
Everybody love. Okay, he's a tire guy, but tell him why you like tires. Why you like to do tires.
Actually, I like tires. I've been doing tires all my life. Actually, back in I think it's about '81, I won $100 for changing a tire in
Oh.
a minute and 41 seconds.
Wow.
That's
Taking a
impressive.
tire off, put a tire on.
Well, since Athena does that kind of stuff, she's got to be impressed
That's
right
awesome.
now.
That's impressive.
So
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
very popular out here. Everybody knows
Yeah,
who you are.
yeah.
I keep hearing everybody say, "Where's that tire guy? Where's
Yeah.
the tire guy?"
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I
Um,
love doing tires. I do ice tires all season long, all winter long. So.
where are you from?
Wilton Center, Illinois.
Wilton Center, Illinois. We got a lot of Midwest people
He's riding a
that
triumph
are on
too.
this.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Right.
It's,
55
it's been-
Triumph, and then What have you
This is
got?
a 42 WLA.
Oh, nice.
My
Very
Wow.
nice.
working from the shop, so. But the-
Yeah, so the bikes have to be 1930 to 1960. Chris, I need your eyes to see this next one.
This is 55.
I need to see the next
Oh,
question.
questions?
We're gonna try to read that question.
God, I feel like we're so old because we can't see. Okay.
She can make a bigger screen here because it's tiled over here.
Tell her your 5 good things.
Oh, the
What did
5
you-
good things. Yeah, I
talk
can't
to
take
me.
her whole show, for goodness sakes. I'm
Yes, you
all about
can.
this. But okay, so I'm going to tell you my 5 good things, but can I just introduce you to one more person who kindly waited out
Yes.
here?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so we're going
yes.
to do that, and then I'll tell you the 5 good things. So introduce yourself.
I'm James Maloney. I'm from right outside Boston in Massachusetts. I'm riding a 1938 Indian Scout. She's been doing great on the ride.
You're the only scout on the ride,
I'm
correct?
the only Scout on the
Say
ride.
that.
And you haven't had any issues at all?
Well, I broke my foot peg off a couple times. And have a nice collection of zip ties
Look
holding
at
it
that.
together.
I don't know if you can see
But
this in the dark, but
knock on wood, that's kind of been the worst that's been happening.
yeah, that's not so
But
bad.
just, keeping
We-
it together.
We only have 6 more days to go.
Yeah, I have more zip ties, so it'll be fine.
Okay. Another,
It's just oil because I overfilled
but
my oil.
it's only
so been like
it's only oil. If it's so
because
one
that
more-
too much oil.
Okay.
Now it has enough
another
oil.
question. Okay.
Okay, she wants to know your five
Okay.
good things.
Okay. The 5
This
good
is like
things.
No.
For you personally.
All right. So she has something.
No,
She
no.
wants to know about something with James. So
This is something for me.
His
James.
5 good things.
She's
She said-
saying the good stuff. So
Tell us your 5 good
5
things.
yeah.
good things.
So
Oh,
okay.
tell us, James. Okay, tell us 5 good things.
You-
Wait,
you-
James. Yeah, I can't read it.
So,
Yeah.
well, and
James, tell us your 5 good things.
my 5 good
Wait.
things are the great medical support because when I crashed in 2000, it was 18. She came and checked on me, so that was awesome. But today, just the weather was great, the roads were great because in Oklahoma they were not. So it was just all in all, just the camaraderie, the people, everyone coming just together. Is that like 4? So I need one more.
Okay, tell your background.
I'm a 4 tour combat veteran. So I got into
Thank
Cannonball
you.
and Chase because I needed something to kind of fill that void because I came back from all my stuff and needed to do something. And this has given me kind of that thing. And, it's kept me excited. I'm actually involved in some veterans charities that get veterans out racing and doing other things to, kind of the bad joke is get them out of their mom's basement and be productive and, be part of the world. And I'm no better than the people that we're helping. So this is my way of doing that. And it's
Awesome.
been great for me. So
Well, great. I mean, everybody here, one thing I could tell you is that every person here has a story. So we have many, many stories. For
Yeah.
so my 5 good things so that you can move on. Okay.
No.
I don't think it's that much different than everybody else. I love family and, my husband is amazing and supports me in the things that I do. I love motorcycles. I love my friends. So those are 3. I love Sprecker's root beer. That's a really good thing. If you've never had a Sprecker's root beer, you need to have one.
I love
And
you.
and I love my knucklehead chopper. I don't know. There's so many things I love, so many good things in the world that I got to tell you that I'm one of the luckiest girls in the world because I am happy, 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 especially when I get to do something like this. So, Chris, can you look to see what her next thing was? Okay, so we love you. Aw, I love you too. I was actually able to read that. Thank you so
I love
much. So thanks
Thank
for bringing
you.
us in, during this. And
We love you too. We miss
yes,
you.
you'd be like one of the peas in the pod. I can
Next
tell you
time
that.
miss
you're going with
you.
us.
That's it.
Yes.
You are going
I'm
with
in.
us. You,
I'm
yes.
in. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. See you.
Are you signing me out?
No, you can hang out.
Ciao, baby.
You could. Mwah, ciao. All right. There you go, Miss Vicki Sanfilippo. Can I just tell you, I'm so glad that it went that way. And yes, we can definitely go on the fly. audio doesn't work or whatever, we'll make it happen. So I know how to write stuff down. We're going to have Miss Vicki back another time so she can answer all our questions. Right now, she's on the chase. So we're going to just say we're lucky that we got to be part of that. And yeah, next time I'll be there. I want to ride so bad. I'd love to do the cannonball. I don't have anything that old yet, but never say never. Okay. So then that gives us the next segment, which is my 5 good things. So the love of my beautiful family reminds me that I've done some things right in my life. I used that one from last time because that was a really good one. Thank you, Tony, for the penmanship. Kudos. I love it. You guys are so good to me for watching. And Tracy, when you're out there, Nancy, all of you, Lisa, Tony Pan, everyone who watches this after. My second good thing is the respect and admiration that my family and friends bestow on me. Reminds me that my heart and my head are doing what they're supposed to. Sometimes we get confused. We have to think about it for a minute. Tell ourselves 5 good things. So number 3 is my true love of people and their stories. So being able to understand and appreciate that we all have a story is immeasurable. It provides great inspiration to make the next chapter of my own story one worth reading, I'd say. And then the best part for me this week is my sense of horse flesh. I have not let myself or anyone else down. My daughter wanted a horse, and finding an animal that fits into the family is definitely a unique task. So I was super successful. This little paint horse, she's going to call her Melon, was in desperate need of rescue, as you can see by the photos, which we're going to fatten her up. And so she's going to be my daughter's best friend for a very long time. They love each other. Look at how beautiful that is. My beautiful daughter and that beautiful horse. They've already bonded. She's following her around. We're on like day 4. My grandson loves it. So, and then of course, number 5 is being right here, right now, doing this little show with you guys. Sorry about the audio thing. We'll work on that. There's always room to improve on things. And thanks for everybody letting us know. See, I'm learning the comment thing. So sorry it took me so long to get to that. You couldn't hear me. So half the damn show. Sorry, we'll get it down. Thing 1, that's a mark. That's hamburger helper. No steak for you. That's right. So Don's cooking chicken tonight. So, all right. And then we have my afterthought. As I talked about previously in the Ask Athena segment, a look in the mirror. So mirror, mirror on the wall is a line many of us know from animated films from our past, especially women. You know, those films showed us that beauty is not only seen from the outside, but also from the inside as well. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and actually saw you? Sometimes it's a little scary, you know, you see a person looking back at you, you're not sure if it's you. Well, did you tell yourself anything last time you saw you? And I did ask that question. Sometimes we don't realize how special we are in our own way. You never really see what people around you see. So you never get the awesome feedback. And there's a lot of awesome feedback that you miss out on. So next time you look in the mirror, remind yourself that you are amazing, wonderful, smart, handsome or pretty, whichever you are. Maybe both, who knows, kind, compassionate, considerate, and just plain wonderful. And why, you ask? It's because you are incredible. And you should never forget that you bring something wonderful to the world just by being here. So don't forget, smile big with your heart, not for any one person or group, just do it for you. Remember to be kind to yourself and others. It matters. And please send to athenaafterdark@aol.com some more 5 good things, some Ask Athena questions. There are a few in there. All positive stuff, please. We want to keep it positive. We just want to, have a few questions for some positive perspective from a biker chick, talk about 5 good things from everybody around to uplift everyone. Follow us on Facebook at Athena After Dark Productions. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're not far away now. We're almost got our own custom name. So stay tuned as we get better at this. Obviously, room to improve. Get over the cold. All right. So love to all. Good night and chopper on. And sponsor packages went out today. So hopefully here in the very near future, we'll have some good sponsors and some cool more products. If you know of any good product you want us to review or talk about, give us a shout out. Send us whatever it is. The address is definitely on the website, and we'll get to getting and get you out there. All right. We love American made products. We like the do-it-yourselfer, the person who's got their own little business, small business. Send it to us. We'll definitely put it out there. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to put that to a wrap because it has been a long day for our friends over at the cross country chase. Again, please follow that. Cannonball, also cannonball.com. I'm going to put it up on the website. I'm at a loss for words. Dawn put something in the T. That's what it is, actually. And yeah, all of a sudden, my brain just went to being on the cross country chase, riding an old motorcycle cross country. I'm ready. Love you all. Good night. We'll see you next Monday night. Special guest, and the announcement will go out Monday morning, so it's a surprise. All right, everybody. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon. Love you, Tony. Love you, everybody. Thanks for watching.